Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a first impressions on new products from Charlotte Tilbury. But before I get into that, if you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. I am Suzana and I would love for you to subscribe and follow me on Instagram just to keep on talking about makeup because that is why I'm here. That is what I love to do. So in case you guys haven't noticed, Charlotte Tilbury has been releasing so many new products this year. It's getting a little bit overwhelming only because I have not had a chance to film on any of this stuff. I have brought up the bronzer only because it's made its way into my videos for one reason or another, but other than that, I've been collecting makeup from Charlotte Tilbury and I have not even had a chance to show it to you guys. So I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed with all of these releases, but I do like Charlotte Tilbury. Most of her products I have been really happy with, so that's why I do keep purchasing these products. But I think it's time I actually sit down and dedicate a video on some of her newer releases. So today we're going to be looking at all the products from the Walk of No Shame collection, and I'm also throwing in the Pillow Talk Mascara. This is actually called the Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes. Now along with that, I'm going to be using the quad as well. I am aware that this is not a new quad. She just changed the name from Walk of Shame to Walk of No Shame, which by the way I do prefer. I prefer this name so much more. So I didn't own it, so I figured I'll go ahead and pick it up. This little pod I purchased the day it was released. I think like during her like first access thing that she does sometimes. And yeah, I have not even used this. I did swatch it once. It looks really pretty, so I'm happy to finally take this out. This is, okay, so I don't know. I don't think this is part of her Eyes to Mesmerize little pods, but I'm not too sure. It just has the name of it here, which is, again, Walk of No Shame. Then we also have the blush that she came out with, as well as the lip gloss. So I just got all of these things in today. I haven't opened anything up that's still in its packaging. Obviously, the only thing is this little kind of cream product. But other than that, this is going to be a true first impressions video. So let's just go ahead and get started. I guess I don't really have much else to say. As you can see, I already have on my base, so I will make sure to have everything listed in the description box down below in case anybody's interested to see what I'm wearing. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the eyes, and I'm going to prime using my NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. So I'm going to start with her eyeshadow palette and see what we've got here. One thing I will say is that, does this one have it? No. So this is the same packaging as all of her quads. They all look the same. It's kind of like this really deep burgundy color, almost like a brownish burgundy with like a rose gold logo. And then in the back there, you can see that she does not provide names for each eyeshadow, but they are numbered. And then she has it written where one is prime, the second one is enhanced, then we have the smoke shade, and then the pop shade. And there it is. These are really pretty shades. Oh, you know what? I thought one of these, is this one? No, okay. So it looks like we have 3 satin shades here and then one of the pop shades, which is typically more like a topper. You can, from what I can remember, I don't have a lot of these, but you can apply with your finger or a denser brush or just pack it on to make the color a little bit more opaque if you don't want to just use it as a topper. But let's see some swatches here. Oh, these are really pretty shades. Nothing like that I don't already have in my collection, but they're pretty. Actually, maybe something like this I probably don't have. Okay, maybe I do have something like that. So yeah, like I said, none of these are shades that are like, wow, I needed to have in my collection. But I did want to try these out because I am falling in love more and more with these quads from Charlotte Tilbury. I'll just put them here side by side. And then all the way in the bottom is where I have that pop shade, which I don't really think picks up very well on camera. Even in person, actually, it is a very faint shadow. So I did think that one of these was going to be a matte. Clearly, I was wrong. I think the ones I have all have a matte in there, so maybe that's why I was thinking that way. But it's okay, we can still make this work. And then I think I'm going to use all of the eyeshadows in here, and then we're going to go over the lid with this cream product. So I'm going to start with this number 1 shade that she calls the prime shade. And I'm going to go straight into the inner corner and start with highlighting this portion first. So now I'm going to go to this number 2 Enhanced shade, and I'm using my Wayne Goss number 16 brush. And I'm going to apply this above my crease. Well, it's pretty much going to go into my crease, and then I'll start blending it upwards. From one end to the other. We do get a lot of color with this right off the bat. Then the same brush, I'm going to use this number 3, which is the Smoke shade. Apply this here in the outer portion of the lid and into the crease. And then take it in maybe about halfway. For the bottom lash line, I'm going to go back into this Enhanced shade, this kind of like burnt orange. And this is just going to go all over the bottom lash line. I guess with the same pencil brush, I will go back into the Smoke shade and then apply this here in the outer portion of the bottom lash line. It felt a little incomplete without it. Okay, so now using my Builder 2 from Sonia G, I'm going to go into the Pop shade and then apply this all over the lid, and then I'll use the other shade and just kind of pack that on. Or pack it over, is what I should say. So this here is extremely, extremely sheer. I wonder if I use it with my finger. Because even on my finger, like the way it picks up, it's quite sheer. I mean, it's really pretty. I'm just letting you all know. I mean, one thing to keep in mind, and this is something we have to consider from all brands, they're not all going to equally have all this pigment, all this glitter that you can pack on. They're just, you know, each brand is just different. Their aim is different as to what they're trying to achieve. So we always have to kind of think about that. Now, Charlotte Tilbury is someone that I do find does a lot of beautiful glam makeup, but we definitely have to think that it is Hollywood glam. This is not Instagram glam, it is Hollywood glam. So she definitely comes out with products that do enhance your features, that obviously, you know, you can create beautiful looks with, but it's always going to be on the more kind of sophisticated side, I want to say. But sometimes when I say a sophisticated look, I feel like it sounds a little bit boring, but as you can see, clearly not. She comes out with color, but she does it in a way that I'm really comfortable using it. So just kind of keep that in mind, even when you're using these pop eyeshadow products, that is just part of the style of who Charlotte Tilbury is and what she's doing with her brand and what she's trying to achieve. And I personally do think that she does a really good job. Like I said earlier, I do really enjoy, honestly, most of the products that I've tried from her. I guess there have been a few things that I'm not super crazy about, but to actually say I truly dislike something from her, at the moment I cannot think of it. I would have to look through my Charlotte Tilbury collection and just kind of try to remember. But yeah, that I can think of, they're really, I mean, at least from what I've tried. Obviously, I haven't tried everything from the brand, so I don't know. But yeah, you guys let me know. I mean, is there something from the brand that you're not too much of a fan of? Or are you kind of like me, where for the most part, you do feel that the brand delivers? These eyelids are really beautiful, very sparkly. Like, this is kind of my type of like a glitter eyeshadow. For myself, I'm just not the biggest fan of glitter, even on the lids. Like, I think that is definitely one of the reasons that I was not super crazy over the Tati, what was it called? I have it somewhere. The Tati palette. What is it called? Where do I have it? I don't want to dig through it right now, but to me, like, the glitter was just, I mean, it was glitter. I don't know what I was expecting. I should have known better. Honestly, I should have just never bought that palette for myself, but it was just a hype. I am a fan of Tati, so I wanted to get it, and yeah, it's a palette that I was just not very impressed with, but because that is not something I use all that often, so yeah. Anyway, but this here is more my style. Like, I can wear some color, but like I have to be very selective as to how I wear it and what I'm combining it with. But a palette like this is beautiful, really gorgeous. Honestly, I had not even heard of it before like this whole collection came out. Alright, so I looked it up because it was kind of ridiculous that I don't know the name of this, and I'm here trying to film about it and show it to you guys. So these are actually called Charlotte's Jewel Pots. So I know she was also going to come out with this in the Pillow Talk formula, but I guess something happened while these were being made that she was only able to release the Walk of No Shame. Yeah, so I don't see the Pillow Talk available yet. So she will be releasing one called Pillow Talk, which I'm sure we've all heard of at this point, in this formula. So we'll see how this one works, because if I like it, oh, let me show you guys a close-up of this. But I was saying, if I like it, I may end up having to pick up that Pillow Talk one. But this is a beautiful presentation of these jewel pots. It's like, actually it has the perfect name for how she packaged this. Really gorgeous. And then it has this little plastic protector that we should keep, because these type of things do tend to dry out sometimes. And let's see, I do have nails. Okay, ooh, yeah, this is pretty. So let me try to show you guys a swatch of this. Yeah, that is beautiful. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to apply this with my finger, and I'm just gonna put this all over the lid where we have that pop shade. If you do have nails, it's gonna be a struggle to get in there with your finger, I'll tell you that right now. Kind of wonder if maybe I should have done pop over this. It's alright. That is really pretty. I'm not over here like losing my breath over it, but it is nice. Okay, I take it back. It is really pretty, actually. I was like, oh, okay, it's pretty. I mean, yeah, I can see why people will like this, but actually, it's actually really, really pretty. Yeah, I feel like the more I look at it, the more I enjoy it. Like, the more I'm actually really kind of getting into this and like really liking it. All right, so let's finish off the eyes. And let me close this back up because I'm the worst sometimes. So I'll put my little plastic thing back in here. All right, so let's go ahead and finish off the eyes. I'm going to use the new mascara. So this is the Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes. It says here it's instant volume, length, and a 24-hour lift effect. So yeah, so this has a lot of claims. I was not going to get this because I do not need a new mascara, but then I got suckered in by, I don't know, I guess like the promo pics and like videos that I was seeing on Instagram. So here I am with another new mascara. Oh, this feels actually really nice to hold. There's something about this. I guess like even the texture, it's a little bit grippy, kind of. I mean, not like in a bad way, like in a, oh, it's in a very interesting way. And then actually the cap has like little ridges. Can you hear this? I love texture on products like this, so this makes me very happy. I'm not too fond about that font there. I mean, I guess I don't hate it either. I'm just, I don't know, not too fond about it. Okay, so then this does have, I kind of forgot about this. So this has one end that's flat. Actually, if you've seen the new Fenty mascara, that's actually been out for several months now, but it looks similar to that where it's like a paddle. So one end, so right here that I'm showing you, like that's actually flat. So if I flip it, see how it lays flat, and then it has a bristle sticking out on the sides. It says, use flat side of the dual-sided wand to coat and lift the lashes, and then to comb and lift the magic bristles from root to tip for an instant push-up effect. So, okay. So I curled my lashes before I started filming a little. I don't like going too crazy with the curl because I don't like them to be crazy stiff, which is also a reason why I curl them with plenty of time. So I'll do the flat side first. They're not super curly right now anyway. This feels weird. So this actually ended up getting a lot of mascara in my waterline, which if I didn't wear contacts, I think I would love that. But because I do wear contacts, I need to be careful with that. Alright, so far I'm not impressed at all. Like at all, I'm not impressed with that paddle side. Alright, so I'm going to flip it over and then use the side bristles to comb through the lashes. We do bottom lashes with the flat side. For the bottom lashes, the flat side worked so wonderfully. Loved it for that. For my actual like top lashes, I mean, they're nicely coated. There was a little moment there where I felt like they were going to start to clump up, but that was not at all the case. Okay, so as of right now, looking at both of my eyes, obviously one side doesn't have mascara yet. You can see that this one has mascara, but to me the lashes don't look any extra special. It just looks like I have on some mascara. Like it doesn't look like it really helped out all that much. Everybody's eyelashes are different, so if you have this mascara, maybe you might have experienced something else. I don't know, I'm just not impressed. But that is normally the case with me and mascaras. It usually takes a while for me to actually start enjoying them. Like I actually need them to start drying out a little bit before I fall in love with them, or before I kind of start to understand why other people like it. So you know what, maybe I was doing it wrong, okay? Because I feel like I was going too flat. So, okay, maybe I'm supposed to lay it down. Okay, I think that makes more sense. So I'm going to lay it down because I kind of did it this way. Yeah, you guys can see that. So I kind of did it this way where I was just going straight up, but I think it's supposed to be like this. So maybe that's why I'm all unimpressed right now. So let's see. Why am I getting... Oh, okay, maybe this was it. That was it. Okay, let me clean my waterline again because it still got on my waterline a lot and it's getting all over my contacts. BRB. So, alright, so now I'm excited to try the other side and see how this turns out. So I guess now using the actual bristles here on the sides, I'll go ahead and start brushing them up. What a difference. OMG. Alright, yeah, this is the whole part of doing your first impressions. I'm learning as I'm going, so don't come at me because I don't know what I'm doing, because I don't. I mean, this is my first time doing this, and I feel like a wand like this is for sure one that you kind of need to, you know, practice with a little bit. It's different. Yeah, there is definitely a big difference. I think I am actually a fan of this mascara. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to fix this other eye, and then we'll be right back to finish off the makeup. Actually, before we go on to the next products, I do have to say that this is actually really, really awesome because of the shape of the wand. You're really able to get deep in there and like take care of these outer lashes, which with some mascaras I do have a hard time doing that because the wands are a lot bigger. it's so pretty. It is really, really pretty. This actually does a pretty good job at lengthening and volumizing. So, so far, I'm very, very happy. But okay, let's move on. I am really excited for this blush. I think this is one of the things that I was like mostly excited for. I'm not quite sure why. I only have a few of her, what are these called? The Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop blushers. I think I probably have two. One of them is too dark for me, and then the other one that I have is Pillow Talk, which is nice, but from what I can remember, that one's a little too shimmery, so I don't really like to use it when I have a lot of texture going on, which with me it's the case quite a bit. And then this one we'll see. So again, this is also part of that Walk of No Shame collection. And so what we're supposed to do with this is actually swirl the brush around the perimeter of the blush. It's hard to say blush and brush in the same sentence. Sometimes I'm trying to say blush and I end up saying brush, and vice versa. Not sure if you guys have caught that on my videos, but I'm constantly doing that. So yeah, let me try and do that. So with my brush here, using the Sonia G Soft Cheek Brush. Here, let's actually try to follow the directions. So it says swish outer shade across cheekbones, and then with the pop shade, which is the middle shade, it says to pop middle shade onto apples of the cheek. That's a pretty color. I'm gonna bring it in here a little bit. Very little. There we go. Okay, that's a really pretty color actually. I'm telling you, right now is definitely blush season. I think once I'm done buying all the blushes I want, I'm definitely gonna have to do a ranking my new blushes video. This one is pretty. It's got like a really nice like sheen to it that I have been really enjoying in blushes lately. So now I'm going to go into this pop shade, and this brush is like the perfect size. It did give a nice glow there, you see that? It's subtle, which I can really appreciate for my cheeks. A subtle yet beautiful glow. That is what this is giving me. I like when it adds, you know, that little bit of radiance, but like doesn't make me look like I'm sweating or just, I don't know. I mean, not even sweating. It just doesn't flatter me sometimes when it's a little bit too luminous, a little bit too radiant. So like for me, I definitely have like a cap as to how much radiance I want on my skin, especially here where I do have a bigger pores. So this I think looks really, really good. It looks really nice. I like that. And I do have a lot of texture going on. It might have emphasized it a little bit, but honestly, I don't think it's that bad. Like it is not where I wouldn't wear this if I do have texture, which I do right now. So I'm comfortable with it. I think it looks really, really pretty. So, okay, actually, let me show you guys swatches of these. So that's of the pop shade, and then that is the outer portion. All right, so lastly, I did pick up one of her lip glosses. Again, the same shade that we're working with here, Walk of No Shame. She's released a few in this formula. So this is the Collagen Lip Bath. And it says here, collagen enhances lip plumping effect. And then I think there's more information here on this side. It says plump effect collagen care for the appearance of fuller, wider, fresher lips. Glide over your lips for an instant volumizing lip care. So, okay, now she did also release lip pencils, but with glosses, I don't like lip pencils, so I skipped on that. But this is, oh, this is so pretty. So this is what it looks like. I have never tried any other glosses from Charlotte Tilbury before, so I'm excited for this. I'll give you guys a swatch. Ooh, the doe foot is like heart-shaped. Wait, can you guys see that? Oh, that's kind of cute. Alright, so swatching glosses is a little bit weird. Definitely tastes like mint. It smells like mint. I don't really like the shape of the heart here because because it looks kind of streaky. I mean, it's an easy fix once you clap your lips together, but it's kind of weird. Like, it doesn't feel nice. It feels a little stiff. So I guess, I mean, it looks cute, but I don't really like it besides that. That's actually though a really, really nice shade. Really pretty. Now, yeah, I guess because of like that lip plumping claim that it has, it does have like that minty feel to it, which is a little bit tingly, but not at all in a painful way, not at all in an annoying way. But if you're just not a fan of mint, you're not going to like this. Other than that, I don't really think it's going to bother you. I do like it, so for me, it's not bothering me. But I really like the shade of this. Oh my gosh, really, really like it. And it is one of those glosses that's very comfortable to wear. It doesn't feel thick at all. It's not goopy. Just perfect. I mean, little by little, I am growing more and more fond of glosses these days. And this is really pretty. So we are done with the look. Those are all the products that I had purchased from this Walk Up and No Shame collection, plus the mascara. So just really quickly, let me do a quick little rundown. And since I'm already holding the mascara, let's just go ahead and start with this. So far I am a fan of this. Yeah, it started off pretty bad, but that was definitely more of a user error than anything. So I cannot blame the mascara for that. But so far this seems very promising. Very, very excited for that. I will keep you guys posted to see how it wore, and hopefully it doesn't like flake or do any type of transferring, because as long as it doesn't do that, and if it performs the way that it performed today, that mascara is 100% a winner in my book. Now let's go back in order with what I started here, and it was the palette, the Walk of No Shame palette. I think this is beautiful. It's not a palette that I would say you have to run out and get, but if these colors intrigue you, if you are a fan of Charlotte Tilbury and you don't have this, I would recommend it. The eyeshadows performed really well. They look really nice on the lids. Just have realistic expectations as to what you're going to get out of this. And I'm more saying that for this pop color because it is more on the subtle side, but I think it looks beautiful on the lids. And then all these other colors, I mean, everything worked together really well. I think she did a great job with putting this palette together. It's only a 4 quad, which makes it super easy to create a quick and easy fun look with this palette. So I'm actually a fan of that. This what is it called again? The Charlotte's Jewel Pots. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. This is really pretty. I think just using this on its own, if you want to just blend out the edges or your crease with the bronzer that you're using that day, quick, easy, beautiful eye look that you'll get using this little guy. So I'm looking forward to actually using it while creating a simpler look, just to kind of let it be the star of the look. Because today with this, I think everything looks really good together. I mean, it should. It's all from the same family here, but it does take away from that eyeshadow a little bit. So I am curious to see how it'll look on me with, you know, just wearing that on my eyes. So we will see about that. The blush is really pretty. I mean, this is probably the one thing that I would say, you know, I can take it or leave it. I don't regret getting it because, again, it is really nice, so it performs well. And I think it looks really good on my skin. Really actually enjoy this shade as well. So I do like it. I don't know. I mean, if I had to pick something to avoid next time, it would have been the blush, but for no negative reasons, really. I guess I enjoy the other products a little bit more. The gloss, oh, I didn't even tell you guys what this is. Did I tell you? Oh, I did. I told you. It's called the Collagen Lip Bath. The gloss is really pretty. I think I'm really surprised with how this looked at me. For some reason, I didn't think it was going to be this dark. Now, although the applicator is quite cute with it being all heart-shaped, I didn't like that at all. Like, not at all. I didn't like how it felt on my lips putting it on. I didn't like how streaky it looked. It is a gloss, so it's a super easy fix, but I just like the experience of applying this was not all that pleasant for me. And you guys probably think that sounds ridiculous, but the reason that I say that is because I'm a huge fan of these glosses from Givenchy, and one of the reasons I like it is because of the experience I have when I am applying this. You guys, I'm all about texture, I'm all about how things feel, and the wand of this is like super flexible. Well, the actual wand up here, like I'll go ahead and touch this, like it's super flexible. I love the length of it. It's thin, and so it really hugs my lips, and I like have fun when I'm applying this gloss. As ridiculous as that may sound, I do. And I like the experience with that one, whereas with this one, the experience I didn't like very much, but I do like the gloss itself, and I like the color very much. So I mean, I'm not going to not use it because of the wand. I guess I'm just trying to be a little bit more detailed. Alright guys, so that is it as far as the newest products I've purchased from Charlotte Tilbury regarding her new mascara and her new Walk of No Shame collection. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And while you're there, do not forget to hit subscribe if you haven't, so you do not miss out on any of my future videos. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with me today. Until next time.